Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So daylight savings time and holidays. Are you worried about your baby's schedule during daylight savings times and holiday season? If you are, then this video is definitely for you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification button so that way you don't miss a thing. There are different approaches you can take for daylight savings time and holidays. There's the do nothing approach, and eventually your baby will get back to their normal scheduled program. For example, my daughter, who's now 2.5, when she was a baby, I would just do nothing, and it would take probably 1 to 2 days to get back to her normal schedule, which was 7 to 7. That doesn't mean that you're just, because you have one off day, that you're going to just be all chaotic and follow whatever you want. You just continue to follow awake times and wake windows, and make sure your baby's getting healthy naps, and you might have to put them to bed an hour or two earlier or later, whatever the case may be. Don't worry about it. It's just an off day. You have to be kind of flexible and know that tomorrow's another day and you can try again. Okay, so basically the do nothing approach, you can get your baby back on schedule after a few days of having off days. The rule of thumb is 1 day per every hour they need shifting. So let's say fall back. You bring your clocks back 1 hour. You can, with the do nothing approach, just leave it at that. And if your baby sleeps 7 to 7 normally, and in the fall when your clocks change, they're sleeping 6 to 6, just do nothing and then continue with the wake windows. And then after a day or two, then you can get your baby back on that 7 to 7 schedule. You might have to push it a little bit, let's say with one of the wake windows, but you're gonna get them back on schedule in no time, don't worry. It can take 1 to 2 weeks to get back to normal actually, and that's completely normal. Now the gradual approach is what I've had to do this time around with my daughter at 2.5 years old. If she's waking at 6 in the morning, I won't worry. I will just continue on with my day, follow wake windows. For a toddler, keep her just extra distracted so that way I can make it to the 6:15 time. Now you can totally do 30 minutes instead of 15 minutes, but I feel like my toddler's a little extra sensitive in this aspect, and so that's why I choose to do 15 minutes. So if your toddler's just struggling and pushing and can't do 30 minutes, do 15 minutes, try that. It's just gonna take a little bit longer, if that makes sense, versus the 30 minutes might take a few less days. So then the next day, instead of, like, let's say your baby continues to wake up at 6, eventually they're gonna wake up at 6:15, then 6:30, then 6:45, then 7. So it might take a week or two, and don't worry about that. We are parents, we're flexible. Next day, she will go down for bed at 6:30, and then the next day, she will go down for bed at 6:45, with the hopes of that she will wake at the same time in the morning. Now, you just got to keep them extra distracted. Whatever you do, just keep them engaged. Like, take them outside for a walk for an extra 15 minutes. Maybe read an extra book or something like that. Just get creative and keep them up until that time. That is the gradual approach. So choose 15 to 30 minutes. Slowly push it back to that 7 p.m. bedtime to help encourage her to wake at 7 instead of 6 in the morning, if that makes sense. The same thing with spring forward. So if you go from 7 and now she's falling asleep at 7 normally, and now spring forward it's 8 o'clock, slowly, gradually move that time back to 7. Holidays and schedules. It's okay if you keep your baby awake a few hours, maybe even minutes, on holidays, just to get a little bit of extra family time or be able to spend time with your family at their homes. One off day is not going to undo all the hard work that you put in helping your baby learn to fall asleep. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your holidays, enjoy your time with family. Now that doesn't mean let's stay an extra 4 hours past her bedtime at my family member's house. Then you're definitely gonna have like an off week, let's just say. But yeah, if you want to stay an extra hour or two, maybe bring pajamas, try to mimic your, home's sleep. Maybe they'll fall asleep in the car on the way home. Try to bring the white noise machine, give them a bath where they're at, so that way when you get home, all you have to do is transfer to the crib. I mean, that's no easy task, but it gives you less work or less things to do. Try to mimic it, and just remember, if you stay past that time, one off day is not going to mess up what your baby has already learned. The same thing goes for jet lag. And remember, with that rule I said before, 1 day per hour that they've changed. Let's say your baby goes to sleep from 7 to 7 in California, right? Well, 7 to 7 in New York time is 10 to 10. Maybe the first 2 days or so, you can keep them on that 10 to 10 schedule, and every day slowly push 30 minutes, if that makes sense. It depends on how long you're going to be there. And so it's up to you. You can keep them on that 10 to 10 schedule, or you can change it. You will have a few off days. Don't worry about it though. You can do hard things, and that's just how it works. Another thing, if you are in a new city, it's best, this is best practices, okay? It's best to stay up till at least 10 p.m. for the sun to go down. You can kind of mesh with the time zone there, if that makes sense. It helps defeat jet lag. And just know, if you have to offer extra naps, you will get through it. That's just how jet lag works for babies and adults. So to recap, daylight savings times and holiday seasons can be difficult, but don't worry, you will get there. It's pretty easily fixed. You can slowly get your baby back on schedule by, offering an extra 15 to 30 minutes, or pushing it back an extra 15 to 30 minutes of awake time. You can do nothing and just prepare for a few off days. But just know that it's not going to be like that forever, okay? Do your best. Pay attention to wake windows and keep your baby happy. Pay attention to hunger cues, and you will get there. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below with your questions so I can help you troubleshoot through your baby's sleep. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification button so that way you don't miss a thing. Thank you so much for watching.